Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back on monthly themed Thursday with my review of The Pope's Exorcist. Continuing with this month's theme of 2023 horror films, I've decided to review The Pope's Exorcist, released last year. It stars Russell Crowe as Father Gabriele Amorth. His character was inspired by real-life chief exorcists to the Pope from 1986 through 2016. The actual movie is inspired by an event reported by Father Amorth in one of his books. The books are good, by the way. Apparently, the real-life Father Amorth was a big fan of The Exorcist. He considered it to be his favorite film. This resulted in him becoming close friends with director William Friedkin. Years later, Friedkin would direct a documentary about Father Amorth, titled The Devil and Father Amorth. Funny thing is, I've owned this documentary for quite a while, and had no idea it was based on the same character. I kept hearing the name over and over again, and suddenly it rang a bell. Not William Friedkin, but Julius Avery is the director of The Pope's Exorcist, though, and I think he did a great job with it. But it's hard to deny Russell Crowe steals the show. While in the midst of some conflict with the cardinals of the Vatican because of his unorthodox methods, Father Amorth is summoned by his boss, the Pope. The Pope is played by Franco Nero, by the way. Father Amorth is informed that a family who has recently moved into a Spanish abbey may be dealing with demonic possession. And so, the Pope's exorcist is sent to Spain to assist. While there, he teams up with a local Spanish priest as they attempt to exorcise the demon from a young boy. But this is a possession more dangerous than Father Amorth has ever seen, and the demon may be more powerful than with one he's ever dealt. It's an ancient evil that knows the deepest, darkest secrets and sins of the Pope's exorcist. I don't want to give too much more away here, because the Pope's exorcist actually has an original story for this subgenre. As you may know, I'm not a huge fan of exorcism films, but this is easily one of my favorites, and in my opinion, one of the most entertaining I've ever seen. It's not just a standard by-the-book exorcism film. There's a lot more to it. While The Exorcist Believer is also one of my favorite exorcism movies, that one is a lot more emotional, while The Pope's Exorcist is a lot more fun. That may sound like a strange word to describe an exorcism film, but it truly is a fun movie. Don't get me wrong, there is some scary stuff in it, but I think it's Russell Crowe that makes the movie so enjoyable. His performance in this is awesome. He's a wisecracking exorcist, because as he says in the film, the devil doesn't like jokes. This is definitely not a comedy, though. It is absolutely horror. Even still, the film sort of plays out like a buddy cop movie. But instead of two cops, it's two priests. One being the Pope's exorcist. I really love their interaction. The Spanish abbey setting is incredible. The locations are gorgeous in this. Some of it was shot in Italy, and the rest actually in Ireland. But considering that most of the film takes place within the abbey, it doesn't really matter that it's not actually Spain. There is some really creepy imagery, especially the possessed boy. I love the catacombs in the abbey. There is some disturbing stuff down there. The effects are really well done in The Pope's Exorcist. And we even get some nudity, including full frontal. I was extremely impressed with this film, right from the opening scene. With an approximate runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes, it feels much shorter. It flew by. As a matter of fact, I started watching it and watched the first hour, and then Jason mentioned he'd like to watch it with me, so I started it from the beginning. Both times, I enjoyed every second of it. If you haven't seen The Pope's Exorcist, I highly recommend it. And based on how it ended, I'm really hoping this becomes a franchise. I loved it, and I hope you do too. Have you seen The Pope's Exorcist? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. Please be sure to check out Jason's video to see what he reviews for Monthly Themed Thursday as we cover 2023 horror. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.